Michael Soroka and Glendo. He may be a special guest host. EMU, Eastern Michigan University. Let's get logical. Let's sort that database of those Eagles. We'll have video game world records from people around the world and tales from the Twin Galaxies relics. Hit that purple subscribe button. Hi, folks. I'm Michael Soroka, part of Team Weeby. This is Nick Houselander. Hi, Nick. How are you?
Show ever.
Yeah, your first show ever. I am Michael Soroka. We're talking about Sell on the Screen, the monthly broadcast to inform and hurt you about the Twin Galaxies world of high score chasing and all that good stuff.
It's all pain.
Yes. I'm going to bring in my bunch of my friends who are muted right now, and they can't hear what I'm saying until I push this magical button, with Ninglendo and Max and Marco. How are you guys?
Fine. It's Whiskey Sunday.
Yes.
Good evening, everyone. It's Marco 1019
I got 10 now.
finishing his scotch.
Great.
Yes. It's going to be a fun-filled episode.
And Glenn and Max.
And Max is here. Track
Sober.
champion, pinball champion.
Sober Max.
There's actually some news to talk about.
Oh my
And I've
God.
actually had some time to prep for today's show, even though my computer broke. And I had
We
to
talking
use
about
computer system.
Diablo Immortal? Can we talk about Diablo Immortal?
I guess.
Yeah, it sounds like it's something Mike prepped for.
Yeah. Do you want to talk about Warcraft and how you're never spending any more money on it?
The big news is Diablo Immortal.
Okay.
Diablo into a mobile game for microtransactions.
Oh,
Okay.
well, that's nice.
You know what? I've actually on this computer behind Nick's head. Look at it. See, Nick, move your head. It's a Windows 98 machine. I was going to do some streaming. I installed Diablo 1 the other day, and I was having fun with it, Glenn.
Was it fun?
Yeah.
That's great.
Diablo 1,
Mm-hmm.
and it's not on mobile?
No, it's right there. It's right there.
Windows 98
Actually, you want to
SE.
see it? It's right somewhere in there.
Wow.
I'm jealous.
We can. Shortcut to. Oh, you want to see something cool? Oh, I don't know if that's it. Well, I know you can click it.
Oh, me too?
I don't know if that's what we want to click.
Oh, was that bad?
I don't know. Click
Bad-
it.
bad
Let's
things
click it.
happen?
Let's click it. What's the worst that's gonna
I
happen?
don't know.
Oh, it's a first grade reading program. I don't have the disc installed. You
Oh.
gotta hit exit. Uh-oh. Yeah.
What is
We'll play with something. Oh, that's the background.
No, install AOL free trial. Cool.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Okay. Well, yes. That's like, why did I tune into this show? Oh, what's gonna happen? The video's gonna come back. We gotta get rid of it. There we go. All right. Fix that. All right. So we're for the Twin Galaxies realm. We used to have a show. We got canceled. We come back once a month for fun. But what we like to do, and what Max likes to do, and what Ninglendo likes to do, is honor the latest video game world record holders from TwinGalaxies.com. Here we go.
World record! World record! What? World record! World record! What? World record! World record! What? We got this world record players in the
Yes, folks, welcome. Oh, no. These are the latest video game world records for the month of October-ish. They're select few. There's thousands and thousands of submissions to the leaderboard, and there's no way any one of us can keep track of which ones are world records. So these are just some samples of the latest world records. We're going to have our friends read them, so we're going to have to wait. It's going to be fun. There's going to be that delay
I like it.
until they
Delays
see
are
it on their
always good.
screen.
People love delays.
Yes. So, but we'll talk about the first one, and I think we'll all talk about it. If this magical button works, hold on to your butts. Congratulations to Armando Gonzalez for the new marathon world record of 17,684,050 points. Happened about 2 weeks ago. Everybody probably knows about it. Already declared him the world record holder, but the Twin Galaxies adjudication system has verified it.
Nice going, Armando.
Nice job.
Keep it on.
Thank you, Data God, with the Twitch Prime sub.
Thank you.
Oh, look at that.
Yes.
Fantastic.
Appreciate it. Yeah, if you guys have Amazon, you guys can click that button. Or Amazon Prime.
You have to have Amazon
Yeah.
Prime.
We do have a what do you call it?
Prime.
Portal?
10 months in a row for
We have a
Cyrus.
Patreon.
Patreon, yes.
Yeah.
We do have a Patreon.
Look at
10
that.
months in a row.
10 months in a
Cyrus.
row.
Nice.
Thank you very much. It's awesome to see Armando just plowing through. I hope he does the thing that Josh on our show used to say is, I hope he goes for every instance.
Nice, wow.
I mean, he can go for rapid fire. He has the 5-man score. He has the marathon score. He needs to go for the Xbox 360 score. He needs to go for the MAME scores.
will?
No,
Okay.
he's
I was
taking
gonna say,
he's
it
taking a
doesn't seem like he
vacation.
will.
He's taking a vacation. So.
Well, that doesn't mean you won't eventually.
So, I don't know. I don't know if there's any contenders for this. We never thought there was a contenders to
didn't
beat
even
the
occur to me.
15-9 score. There's people going for the 5-ship score. So,
One's doing the Weeby mode.
I'm sorry. Yeah, he can go for the Weeby mode record.
Yeah.
He needs to.
Yeah. So, nice job, Armando. Maybe we'll see more from you, or maybe you'll just sit on top for a long time. We'll see.
It's not on just.
Have a main tape somewhere available.
Yep. All right. I think this is going to work, Nick.
Yeah, oh yeah. Nothing ever goes wrong.
You ready for yours, Nick?
Yeah.
Right.
It's on right now.
We have a new
Tomatoes.
world record from John Marks of somewhere, nowhere.
Oh, we don't have the. I took away the location. Well, half the people don't have their location on their
That's what-
profile.
Just give him a location.
Yeah.
John Marks is a new world record. I mean,
Where's he from?
He is from New Brunswick,
Idaho.
Idaho, sure. I wanted to say like Nigeria or something like that. The Odyssey 2, Casey Munchkin, phenomenal game.
Jupiter.
John Marks he's from Jupiter, Florida.
Oh, John Marks is from Jupiter, Florida. Thank you.
I looked up the old Photoshop file with John, and it was on there.
Was
but
it? Oh, cool.
yeah, I just.
I
Go ahead.
It's a new world record. I'm Casey Munchkin for the Odyssey 2 NTSC Maze. 764 points. Congratulations to John.
Awesome.
That's a great
Iconic
game.
game. Iconic game.
Yeah, very iconic. Their version-
John Marks has been making quite a run on the Odyssey 2 tracks as of late. It's been fun to watch, and this record is no exception.
Man, so I've done the Odyssey 2 last year.
Yeah.
Odyssey 2 is so much.
Mm-hmm. Mr. Snowflake is giving him some competition too.
Oh,
So maybe they'll go back and forth. All right. So look at this. Look how fancy this all touchpad.
yeah, this is crazy.
You think like if we had a big budget show and going every night, we'd had something that worked this well.
You'd think.
You'd think. All right. Well, here you go, Glenn. We know it takes a while to get there, so we'll mumble for about 7
Oh,
seconds.
just talking
Yeah.
about the delay.
Yeah, that's
he'll
all.
see it.
And then he'll see it.
New world record from Adam Shaw on the PlayStation 2, Pac-Man World Rally, Time Trial Mode, Cherry Cup, Cloud Garden Fastest Lap, 1/6 second. Congratulations to Adam Shaw.
Oh, okay. Awesome. Sorry.
Really
You know, the bad part about this is they see us.
Where's,
when
Adam
people
from?
reading
I
world
know,
records.
We can't do what we used to do on the old show is world record time was a problem something, which is why it happened at the beginning of the show, because we knew we had about 6 to 8 minutes where we could fix all the problems that happen every single night, and we just now realize we don't have that time anymore.
Can you guys hear Nick now? I had him muted on the board.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
So we fixed it. But good, nice job, Adam. Brand new to the scoreboard
Yes.
from Toronto, Ontario. I did notice that.
Oh, awesome.
He was one of the newer members that actually put his location, and
Oh,
I'm like,
Toronto's the
maybe I
best.
should put it in there. But
It
nice
is.
job,
Nice
Adam.
city, Toronto. Good stuff.
I love
Good
Toronto.
stuff up there. Great food. Hockey Hall of Fame, though.
Yeah.
Downtown. Yeah, I was there 5 years ago. Good stuff. Congratulations to Adam.
Yes, when I go to my hockey tournament, if I go, I'm
Yeah.
going to stop by his house without letting
Oh.
him know. And I'm going to say, hey, do you got a copy of Pac-Man World Rally? I want to get third place.
The no-call drop-by is something everyone enjoys.
Oh, yeah. Well, Canadian.
Ah,
Oh, yeah. Well, Canadians always leave their doors unlocked too, so you can just
You
walk
just walk
in.
right in.
Hey, what's going on, man?
Data God, this is all true, right? You just have ketchup chips waiting at the front door for all your guests.
Oh, hey guys.
Here we go.
Oh, it's the old show. It's the old show.
Which
all right.
one?
So who's going, Max or Marco next?
We
I have
should
no
draw.
idea which one's up
we should
next.
draw a name
Oh no,
out of a
Marco should go. Marco
Yeah,
should read
Marco
this one.
definitely should read
So
this
we're gonna say Marco should go for another 3 seconds for the delay and
2, 1, edit.
Oh, well, this one's interesting. Okay, next up we have Max Arashki from New Hampshire, PlayStation 4, PSN, Pinball FX3, Fishtails, 5-minute challenge. Max put up a score of 939,288,650 points. Congratulations,
good.
Max.
Dang.
Yes, absolutely. Congratulations, Max. Nice job, Max.
good job, Max.
Way
Really
to go,
appreciate it.
buddy.
point this one out, beating out a 1 Mark Cohen.
Yep. He doesn't
Wants
have
to get
time.
that one.
I beat some of his scores and he hasn't beaten them back.
Yeah.
Some monitors must be. Well, I maybe I have all the monitors.
I was gonna say it's not hard for monitors to break because you have 1,000 in this room.
Let's see if we can show the folks at home.
Yeah. Max, very
no,
close to
No,
being.
no. There, look. Oh,
Oh, look at that.
they really.
They're actually on they're on the other wall.
side.
Whatever. Max,
pretty
very
solid.
close to being the second person to ever get a score of a billion
points. But only in 5 minutes.
I know.
See it takes the people that play Nibbler like 48 hours.
Exactly, and he
And
did it in
Max in
5
5
minutes.
minutes. I mean,
come on, that's impressive.
But I think Max is on the line, and well, I don't know about Ninglendo or you guys. What do you guys think of the new Williams tables on Pinball FX3? Better, worse, same?
Please say same.
Played them.
What?
Played them.
Oh.
I have played a few. I'm not a big fan of the Williams tables.
Oh.
They are a little bit difficult. The flippers are dead in my view. The physics are a little bit off. But Mark Cohen feels completely differently. So
Oh, Mr. Cohen.
you'd have to try it out yourself. They have a few free tables. So if you're interested, check it out. I'm not a big fan of Pinball FX in general. I do love the 5-minute table zone. I love the some of the other options they give, but past that, nah.
You like the physics better on Pinball Arcade?
Yes.
Yes. Okay.
Yeah, I believe
The
Mark.
physics are definitely better on Pinball Arcade.
Okay.
Does Mark think they're way better than anything
Yeah.
he's played
Oh,
so
yeah.
far?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
He's
That's
chatty about it.
That's what I figured.
But I beat him on Medieval Madness already for
Really?
5 minutes. Yeah.
Oh,
I didn't submit
dang.
anything, but local
King of the
leaderboard.
pins, baby.
Yeah, I know, King of the Pins. I like it. I haven't had any really time to play it. Like I didn't even play Fishtails, and Fishtails is the free one.
Yeah.
So if you guys don't have that money,
Oh.
but you have a PlayStation 4, you can challenge Max score and maybe have some friendly competition.
Is Fishtails?
Oh, there is
equal to
Mark.
Tails, I assume.
Oh, we didn't start our speed run, Nick.
Oh shoot.
Spacebar. By the way, folks, we're just gonna cut away from this. This is a speed run tonight. We are keeping track,
We started at the 17
so
minute mark.
this should be a world record. But we're keeping track. Oh, actually, we're on world records already. That was a quick intro. Oh,
What?
It's not working. Hang on. I don't know how to do this. I'm not a speed runner. There we go. Oh, there we go. 12 seconds. We beat our intro by 12 seconds. So we'll come back to that later. Oh no, world records are back. That's
Could have
cool.
just kept it.
Yeah. All right, next one. Marco's like, I'm waiting still.
Oh, no, I already read one. Oh,
Oh yeah, I'm sorry, it's Max's turn. So we'll do the delay
yeah,
thing.
delay,
Delay.
Yeah, talk.
Check my phone.
Yep, what's going
Max
on?
will start
Big
talking
Will
soon.
Whiskey.
Oh, look at this.
All right, new world record, Mr. Matthew. Felix iOS Doodle Jump, 43,061. And just in case nobody knows, Matthew is from Animal, California.
Yes!
Congratulations, Matthew.
iOS Doodle Jump, big game. It's a big game at the arcade. You ever see it, Nick? No, you don't know
Yeah.
arcade.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
like it's just gigantic ball and you
Oh, I
doodle
have
jump
seen that.
and you get tickets. It's a redemption game.
Oh,
but
well, I love redemption
but
game.
doodle jump, great game. Nice job, Matthew.
I like his picture.
He's climbing up.
Smiling in that picture.
He is smiling. He's he's climbing up the ESI leaderboard, man. I think he's.
Is he?
Is he in the top 10? Is he 10?
Is he really? I guess I'm not
Overall
that
leaderboard, I
surprised,
think
really.
he's 10. You'd think a guy who talks about Twin Galaxies show would know this, but
He was only on like
He's number 9.
number 9.
he was probably on 221 episodes of 242 last year, so makes sense.
All right. We got Rue Anderson, a new world record on the Nintendo Wii Dream Pinball 3D, the Dino Wars. 273,693,700 points.
Lots of points.
Nice job,
Nice
sir.
one. I mean, it's not as many points as Fishtails,
But it's a different game. So it's like when you play, what's your favorite? What's Glenn's favorite pinball game? I can't think of it. Wow, it's been-
Central Park.
Central Park. Yeah, Central. If you get 1 million on Central Park,
Oh my
that's,
God.
that's
I
that's
mean,
good.
it's unreal.
Fucking slot machine.
I mean, still not as good as Dream Patrol.
This is a pivotal for the community. This record has been accepted because this
You did it
game
blindfolded.
was loaded via USB stick. So, for example, you have these Ever drives that are loading ROMs.
Yes.
Now USB sticks, still the same hardware, but the ROM
the
came from
Raspberry Pi type idea.
yeah, but the Raspberry Pi is not the same hardware. It's still running on the same hardware. The ROM is just instead of reading a card, it's
Yeah,
reading
yeah.
a USB drive. Well, instead of using a DVD, no, I have no idea what Wii uses. Instead of reading a CD or a DVD,
Yeah.
it's reading off the USB drive. So
Okay. That
community accepted it. So
Seems, that seems cool.
but other than that, it was still a great score. Actually, one of the ones I adjudicated.
That's why I went through.
Maybe. Probably why I was held up a little bit. All right, we got more.
Yes, I went in and they're like, yeah, actually, hell,
Yeah,
that's a
Soroka's
negative.
in here. I don't know.
It's a mark against. Looks like we got Andrew Me from nowhere on the Nintendo Wii Sports Resort Power Cruising Beach 218.2 something. Probably meters is what I'm guessing.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Points. Yes.
to
Nice job. Very
Mr. Me.
impressive record. Another one
is
that
it?
I watched. Yes. Nice job, Andrew.
Nice going, Andrew.
Nice job. Yes, that is a sweet CRT. There's another CRT there.
Excellent job on the location as well, Nick.
What's that? What did you say? I'm sorry.
Said good job on the location.
Oh, thank you. Yes.
Excellent job on the location.
Thank you very much. I should know it. I said it so many times
Guys,
last year.
You got a good memory.
And I wrote it every day.
Yeah.
of
Oh,
my life.
bye. Oh, no. No. I should have this one running, but
All
we
right,
ran
there
out
we
of
go.
time. But
That would have been a great test. Blindfold if we could remember where people were from and stuff like that.
we're doing pretty good. We'll see. So, all right.
What?
Then we got
Nick has a
more records.
ponytail?
What's that?
Nick has a ponytail.
Yeah, my hair's a mess right now.
The hell, Nick? What the
Wow.
hell's
Yeah.
Things change, folks.
shit?
Yeah, I don't know how long it's at.
Oh,
It's just
we
there
already
because
know.
it's a disaster. There's a story behind it, but whatever.
It's
So,
house
um,
standard.
Yeah, mhm.
Almost made
Yeah, okay, this is the time where we take a drink of Werner's and accuse Glenn.
Sponsored tonight by Verner's Beverage Company.
New world record by Roger Blair the third.
Yes.
is-
Mike, that is.
This is so much better. You get to see our faces the whole time.
Well, he played on the Nintendo 64. He played a little game called Nagano Winter Olympics, downhill alpine skiing. At 22.79 seconds, congratulations to Roger Poco.
The third.
The is it third?
No
I
has
think
ever been.
Roger Blair is the third.
That is great, Mike.
I know Roger will get a kick out of it for sure. But nice job. Still seeing some strong scores from Roger over the past couple months. Let's see if that's not how to do it. Oh, no. So this
Is there more? Or is it
Yeah, there's still more. Who's gonna take it?
Who wants it?
Oh, we're behind on our speed run.
Oh no! Crap. We're still good though. It's an hour-long show, and it's only taken us 7 minutes to do it, even though it's 24
We're 3
hours.
minutes off our practice.
You're at Marco.
Who wants it?
I'll take it.
Cool.
What the heck? All right, what do we have here? Mr. Jean-Michel? PS2, Gran Turismo 3 Arcade Mode, normal difficulty, Class R, Tahiti Circuit 2, fastest race time. Is that 4 minutes, 49.5 seconds, I see?
Yes, it is,
I believe
yes.
so. Congratulations, Mr. Michaud, on another record.
Yes, it was.
He is his own worst enemy, as you see there on the right.
Yeah. And the Michelin.
I was gonna say the Michelin Man. That's pretty cool.
Uh-huh. You beat the world record by 4 seconds. So
Wow,
nice
that's
job.
pretty.
That's a lot.
A lot of racing. Sean does. Nice job. And does this turn off? And I think this is the last one.
This is the last one.
Yeah, this is the last one. So
Who,
you're
anyone?
good. You're a good person.
Oh, thanks.
It'd be Max.
Oh, Max is gonna do it. Okay, that's
I'm honored to do this last one.
yeah.
I think there should be more fishing weights on. I think everything at TG should be by weight. But that aside, new world record for Brandon Fenton, PlayStation, saltwater sport fishing, NTSC, any game mode, Big Eye Tuna, highest score, 798. I'm not sure if that's score. Is that score or is that weight? Either way,
It is
nice
800
job,
on
Brandon.
fishing.
That's how the
Congratulations.
database
Please
covers
tell
it.
me. I want to see the video. That's so bad.
I don't have it queued up.
And is it the dude wearing skinny jeans? 'Cause that's the best. Everyone wears skinny jeans to go fishing. Everyone knows
But
that.
nice job, Brandon. I think him and Mr. Sean Michaud have been battling on a couple fishing games. So it's great, awesome. So those are just a select few video
Some of
game
them.
world records. Should I play the music again or no?
Yeah.
I don't know. It was the middle of the queue.
Oh, okay.
So those are just the latest video rule. Oh, we gotta do the speed run.
Yes. Oh, 9 minutes. Nice.
Hang on, I gotta put my.
Oh, Mike, we're 5 seconds.
Oh, there we go. Oh, well, we're behind by 5 minutes now. Ugh, this is going bad.
No recovering now, man.
Well, we can make up some ground. We can still make this a personal best at least.
Oh, yeah,
It might not be a
always-
world record.
There's always a way to make up ground in speed
Yeah,
runs.
so, oh, it's not a PNG. Hang on, it's not. No. Son of a.
That is a-
There he is.
Oh,
That's how I wanted. It didn't work how I thought it was.
Are those
gonna-
your
oh,
new
that's a JPEG. That's not
Are
gonna
those
work.
your new headshots, Glenn? Those are good.
Look at that. That's back when I was skinny.
That's great.
Oh, you're still skinny. Darn,
About that now.
I don't have the PNG transparency. I guess we're not going to put Glenn there. So if we had video of our guests, we'd put it right in that right screen. So,
Yes.
but we just wanted to update you on that. We have. What's nice about this, the speed run, at least tells us what we need to talk about.
Yeah, I do.
Twin Galaxies for you podcast listeners and you people who just observe the Twin Galaxies community from this show. The Twin Galaxies website has an app. Yeah, we'll make a
Look, it is an app.
There's an app.
Oh my goodness. You can scroll through it.
We can just waste our time just by
Wow.
sitting here. And to be honest with you,
It is pretty nice.
I had some
It
issues.
works quite well.
I had some issues with Facebook.
Yeah.
But the app came out around the time that I had my personal issues with Facebook, so
Yeah.
I logged off of Facebook for a long time. And to be honest with you, I was keeping up with everything just on Twin Galaxies. Now it's
No, it works fine. It's a good app.
granted we don't work for them or anything, but the app doesn't work 100% yet.
Well, it's brand new.
Yeah.
And I encourage you, if you guys have any issues, to let them know.
Yeah.
Feedback.
Should they reach out to you, Glenn, or no?
Sure.
Sure. Oh, okay. He's
Wow.
taking that. You'll take that. Okay. Yeah, I've liked that. There's a few things. The only bug that I don't like is it's great searching for scores on your phone. Awesome.
Yeah.
I don't know how many times I'd be sitting there playing a game, and I'd be upstairs in my attic or out here, and I didn't feel like turning on a computer. Browsing the database on Safari or your phone's internet browser was a pain in the butt, but the app makes it really easy
That's
to
why I
find
like it,
scores.
because on my Android phone, it sucks going to the website.
Yeah.
It like barely worked. But
Yeah, so
the only thing I did not see the settle it on the screen button on the Twin Galaxies app. It's really
to open
where
up the
is it?
video, I don't know.
I was very
I don't know.
confused.
I don't know. You should probably ask them. There's lots of things about that. But it works. Check it out. Download it. It's free. There's no in-app purchases. So and so far, even though there's advertisements on the webpage, there's no advertisements on the app. So
How that you say that there's going to be advertisements on the fucking app and
whatever pays for it, somebody's
don't
got to
care.
eat. You know.
Hey,
Maybe.
we begged last year to put advertisements on the website.
Yeah.
Kind of like the new Diablo game claim. Do you think there's going to be advertisement on the new Diablo handheld?
I think every single instance that you go into, you're going to have to watch a 30-second ad.
Well, YouTube. I mean, YouTube still doesn't make money.
I know, isn't that
Is that crazy? Yeah.
that's crazy?
I think that
They're just Snapchat.
Well, I
None of
think
these
I'd-
things do.
I don't get it.
killed that franchise yesterday, as apparent by all the videos and criticism. And
Yeah, but it's
Sam
one of those
Pine-
things they're just going to trash it but still play it. I mean,
Yeah.
literally got up in the Q&A session and asked them if it was an April Fool's Day joke. April Fool's Day joke.
did he say yes?
They were like, no, it's true. It's going to be a full-fledged Diablo game on the mobile app.
Were people bummed? I don't. Were they
And
like,
then Blizzard became victim of the Streisand effect.
Barbara?
They had 1,000 down votes on their video. Within 5 minutes, it went down to 200,000. So they were getting rid of downvotes and deleting comments. Attention to the situation.
Yeah.
Social Blade links showing what was going on in real time. And now they,
Oh, sorry, go on. Keep going.
let's say now they stopped deleting comments and getting rid of downvotes. So
Oh, so at least
We live
they're
it
being
out.
more honest about it.
Can I ask you what the Streisand effect means?
it's when you try to cover up something but end up in the situation.
That did
Cover up. They were trying to cover up say negative comments, and it only brought more attention.
Oh, okay.
In Google, Barbara Streisand tried covering up some financial issues, and then in doing so, it only brought to light like those financial issues, and then on top of that, other things that were going on too.
Okay.
I remember there used to be stories that people would say she would call NBC or ABC up if she didn't like how loud the commercials were being played, and they would turn them down for her, which I just thought was kind of hilarious. It's like, really? Why doesn't she turn her television down? Like, she has control over it.
Max, you watched some of those video clips I sent you. What do you think about it?
Are they
Well, I think they're going to be able to advertise on mobile.
Heard the crowd's reaction. They booed Blizzard at their own convention.
Yeah, they weren't happy.
That
They
happens.
weren't happy.
Apple booze.
For a guy that
Yeah,
trolled
Star Wars convention.
Yeah, Star Wars conventions.
My goodness.
You're really booed.
I wonder what that. What's a Mike? Quick question for you. What's the speed run timer say right now? How
Oh,
you
we're
doing
getting
with the speed run timer?
definite. We did not do this in practice. So as you see, it is a big red one. We're still in the Twin Galaxies has an app. Twin Galaxies is a website. So
Like this-
check
this
it out.
is
Nice
still-
shot. Nice segue, Max.
Yeah,
So
that was
you
good.
saved the day on the speed run. Maybe.
And amazingly, this is still part of the Twin Galaxy as an app segment.
Well, it got on to advertise.
Yeah.
We got there.
Yeah.
So
All
all
right,
right.
we got that.
All right. Readings from a great book. So this was my
So this is the thing I'm most curious
things
about.
I haven't had much time. Let's just say that. Obviously, I haven't really played many video games or anything. I have maybe 10 or 15 days to myself to maybe breathe.
10 to 15 days?
No, 10 to 15 minutes.
Oh,
a
I was going to
day.
say, I'm like, you had
Sorry,
10 to 15 days? Dang.
So, and it's so weird just to see. I've only been around the Twin Galaxies website since like 2004, and we always talked about how things change and adjudication, all these disputes, and for example, how things are sorted in the database, and we'll briefly get to that, even though there's really nothing to talk about that. I got this book.
Is that the one that's autographed?
It is autographed.
Who is it autographed?
We'll talk about that next
Okay.
time because we're going to bring this back. This will be an ongoing segment.
Oh, great.
If you haven't got this book, if there's a chance to get it, I haven't read the whole thing yet. Obviously, why would I? Most of it is just
Why would you
scores.
read it?
No, but there's sections in here, Nick, and that's kind of what I want to get people about. There's part 1, part 2, and then part 3 is the scores, which is
Awesome.
like 3/4 of the book. But there's just so many things
You
that
just take a black
Now,
Sharpie at this
I don't know.
point.
I don't know who wrote everything. Obviously, Walter wrote the beginning,
Yeah.
the preamble. I don't know if referees wrote it or something else, or if Walter did write every single page. But
Okay.
it's just really funny to see how Twin Galaxies has evolved and how some of the things that I'll read today, like, oh, you're like, come on, like really? They did this back then,
If
you
there's
know?
one thing I can guess, it's that all the information in the book is very accurate.
Well, the reason I picked up this book, and we'll talk about it shortly, it's on our docket here, on our speedrun
All
docket.
right. Oh, cool.
Arcade pole position dispute too. Well, I guess we might do those at the same time.
Wow,
Actually,
dispute and Twin
we
Galaxy
might.
score.
Well, there hasn't been really a dispute to talk about, but it's one that I saw a comment about this book, but nobody posted
Oh.
the actual book. Now I have, or I will. I'll post it
You
in
said
the
what
dispute.
year that was from?
Oh, this book is printed. It was $19.95.
Yes.
And if you go on Amazon, these books, the people are selling
No,
these
you
books for
did. I
like
remember you
80
telling
bucks,
me
and
that.
people are buying them. Did you know that the Toronto Sunday Star said that Twin Galaxies is the font where video games worship?
What?
They can't see that, but we'll scan it.
Is that
All
a
right.
quote
You want to know?
worthwhile
You want to
for
know
me?
the book? Copyright
98.
1998.
98. Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. Dang.
So I was looking up the pole position score because it actually, in my opinion, this book validates the dispute.
Okay.
So you guys can check it out right now if you guys want to, and talk about us in the chat. But we're just gonna read some. So do you want to read, Nick?
I would love to read.
All
I'm a
right,
fan
you're
of
a
reading.
fan of reading. Let's see if I get
Reading
the.
is good.
So I'll do the pole position part.
Okay.
Oh,
This is awesome.
this is my favorite one.
Reading from a book, which we did.
Well, I
lot
had
of
Nick,
Sure.
you did.
if
You
it wasn't
did.
for my computer crashing, I was gonna make a big intro with like Old Testament graphics and big pounding music, and
Yeah.
have this open up and say "Tales from the Twin Galaxies Bible," but
That's great.
my computer stopped working.
The 1998 version of the Bible.
For Twin Galaxies. All right, let's see if this works. No,
Nope, they're beautiful.
we don't need that one. Nope, we'll get to that. Oh, we'll get to that. Hey, there we go. I
Show you
should
every teaser.
have played that. Yeah. Yes, the book is out of date, but oh, there's the vacuum cleaning up around here. His car.
Just go through. There we go.
We're almost
There we
there.
go. Isn't that it?
No, that's not what we want.
that's not
Oh,
what we
son of a bitch. How come it's only one?
That's all I saw
Oh, son of a.
when you were going through it, Mike.
Well,
That's
this is
all I
not
saw.
going to help.
Okay.
Hang on. We'll fix this.
All right, great.
Just someone blab for like 10 seconds.
How about that?
How about that
How
baseball?
about those video games? Come on, why am I the one who has to do this?
Look, it says 17, 18,
Oh, it does. What the
19.
hell?
They're not working.
Are they all the same? They all look like the same graphic.
They are the same graphic,
Okay, I was gonna say that's.
but they have different labels.
Oh,
That's
they
not
do.
good.
Oh, that's
That's not good.
strange.
What the?
Show me eating. It's always Very.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, that's why.
Well, that's
They're all
not
the
going to
same.
work.
Yep. All
The
same.
export is not the same.
No, I love when that
happens when you export it and it
Yeah.
exports the first 4 images. Okay, so we'll give you some context. We can't show it to you on the screen.
I mean, I could.
I
pull
spent
it up,
lots
I
of
guess.
time scanning this book, and it didn't work out.
Let me take a picture.
So
and email
here we
it.
go. So let's go. Here you go, Nick. Let me get the page number.
Okay, great.
So for you folks at home who want to
follow
read
along at
along, what is it? Page 19. Page 19 of part 2.
Well, it actually probably is
No,
page
part 1.
18.
Part 1. Holy crap.
Hang on, get your books out, folks.
Because I'm reading this part, right?
Hang on. Page 18. Page 18
18.
of the Twin Galaxies official video game pinball book of records Bible.
This is insane.
Go ahead, Nick.
Is this rule 1.5.3? Is
Yes.
that what it is? Okay.
Yes.
Rule 1.5.3, marathon games are only promotional. As stated in 1.5.2, all games that can be marathoned have been shifted into harder settings by Twin Galaxies so that the player proves his skill and not his ability to stay awake. Occasionally, a marathon is conducted for promotional purposes. If you are interested in marathoning, you should contact Twin Galaxies first, and we can turn it into a fundraiser or big celebration. I can't believe it's written out like that.
Isn't it? I know. It's like, so Armando did it wrong. It wasn't for promotional
He
purposes.
did not alert Twin Galaxies to turn it into a charity event.
Well, probably did, but
But he didn't alert Twin Galaxies.
No, he probably did alert Twin
Oh,
Galaxies.
okay,
but
never
Twin
mind.
Galaxies probably didn't do anything extra. Here, let me read 1.5.2
Oh, yeah, I would like to hear that.
because it refers to it. It's
Again,
funny.
on page 18.
Page
The
17.
missile
Well, it
hat.
starts on 17. Sometimes a game is set on harder. Oh, I'm sorry. TGTS, Twin Galaxies tournament settings. We all familiar with that, but
Oh,
you
yeah.
got to hear the definition here,
doesn't know that?
or the. Sometimes the game is set on harder difficulty setting. Twin Galaxies sets harder standards when a game turns into a marathon. After a game's been in
Maybe when a game
circulation,
turns into a marathon.
I don't know.
Okay.
For a while,
What?
it becomes apparent that any player dominate the game.
Oh.
Twin Galaxies does not encourage marathons.
Oh, they don't?
They don't. Well,
Since
1990
when?
since 1998.
All right.
This is because they are hard to verify. Good job, Armando. You obviously was easy to verify his score.
Yeah.
And are very unhealthy for the player.
Yes, they actually cared about the well-being. That's kind of nice.
If you have found a game you can play forever, then you're not playing on the correct TGTS settings.
Wow.
And then 1.53 comes in and says, well, if you want to do it, we'll set it up as a charity.
If you think we can make money off of it, don't listen to the previous rule.
Next year, that's what I'm going to run for a campaign. Make TG great again.
Awesome.
No more marathons. Boom.
So we're bringing it back to the February of 2015.
Yep.
days?
Yep. So I read that and I'm like,
That's
I got
awesome,
there's
actually.
there's so much to give you guys. But we got one more.
Oh, yeah, what do you need?
What is it? What is it? I think it's 1.7. Yes,
Okay.
1.7, page 19. So this is a little bit later.
Okay, this is 1.7. Witnesses for arcade game. Scores on arcade video games and pinball need 2 witnesses.
Not just one.
Mm-hmm.
Like marriages, you need 2 people to sign off. The witnesses do not have to stand and watch the entire game. Okay, I'm glad they.
What?
I'm glad they stated that. However, they must watch the final stages of the game, especially the ending. I would hope they saw the ending and see the score appear on the screen at the end. If they didn't see that, then why would they show up? However, if the game allows multiple players or multiple buy-ins, the witnesses must be present for the entire game to attest that the game was played by only one person with only one quarter and that the player selected the required tracks, etc. There's another paragraph.
Yeah, keep going. Yeah.
Here's another reason why witnesses are needed in addition to photographs. Back in the 1980s, it's 1998, was it? Like back in the old days, there were numerous times that players walked up to another player's game after they had finished and photographed the score and submitted it as their own victory. How come we didn't hear about any of this last year?
I know.
The witnesses have to see the final stages of the game and the final score so that there will be no doubt as to who played the game and achieved the score. That second paragraph would have really helped last year.
Well, actually, we got to read one. I'll read 1.8.
please do it, yeah.
All right, so that was the witnesses for the arcade machines, but sometimes on rule 1.8 here on page 19, technician signature for arcade video game.
Oh.
Technical verification of the game's settings is absolutely vital for scores submitted on an arcade video game and arcade pinball. The technician should expect
Oh, wow.
a phone call
Holy
from
crap.
Twin Galaxies to verify the scores that they are new world records.
Oh.
If a new score claims 12th place,
A lot of people fight for the 12th place
it's
score.
less likely that the score is false.
It's also less likely this will happen.
Scores that are fraudulent are almost always new world
You don't
records.
need to put almost. They are always new records. No one called in and spent 14 hours saying, hey, Nibbler, 22nd place. I got it.
I need a technician signature for 12th place.
12th place.
All right.
No one lies.
Thank you, Nick.
That's all you need to put.
No, and then in parentheses, I wish we had it on the screen for you because you guys would lose it. No one lies to become the 12th best. Thanks for pointing it out. If it is Walter who wrote this, I don't think it's Walter. Walter technically right. Granted, it says edited by Walter Day, but
That's
I don't
really
think he
funny.
wrote that. But
one
who
lies
knows?
to become the 12th
So
best.
we'll be bringing you more excerpts from the Twin Galaxies Bible from 1998. It's a good read, man. I mean, most of
really
it's
great.
scores and bad pictures of people pissed off of taking pictures of them.
Know what they should have a section of?
There's a picture of Dwayne Richards in here. He's not happy they took a picture of him.
They should have had a section in that book where they take a picture of the person who lost the competition. That would be great. Second place.
39th place.
Yeah. No one. I can't believe that this 1.8 is written. Why would they put that in there?
It's good stuff.
I mean, did they hire someone to like? You got to write this book over the weekend, and they were just like, "Just get a
I need
couple
some
cases of
filler."
beer and just write some words in this book."
Yeah, so we'll definitely bring you more. Obviously, things has changed. Volume 2 is better. Oh, yes, it is.
That's phenomenal.
So the reason I brought this book, let me get back to our speed run. Get back to that speed run.
That's right.
We're doing this. All right, we're off that, right? But we're going out of order.
Nice.
Or unless there was more on that, Mike.
Yeah, but we're going out of order. So
Okay, that's fine.
we're going out of order. So look at that. We caught. Oh, I think we're still behind.
Damn it.
All right.
Ducks.
I was actually bored, so I went to the dispute system and saw our good buddy Red Elf, Mr.
Oh,
McAllister.
cool.
My
Very
opinion,
cool.
the greatest arcade player of all time.
Same with him and Donald Hayes.
Him
are
and
the
Donald
greatest
Hayes, yeah.
Video game player ever.
And I was just actually browsing it, and it goes back to this book. And
I should. I mean, this is if you want to know what's up.
well, basically, they're disputing the score of now. This one we
You
can
can
actually,
put that one
we
up,
can
yeah,
actually
that'll
put
work.
this one up on the screen
Thank goodness.
for you folks at home. We're like,
You've already
you guys,
seen it. There you go.
Yeah, you guys seen it. Pole position 2 Atari. The score is Mr. Jeff Peters' score is being disputed for 81,870 because I doubt you folks at home can read that. From Rancho Cucamonga, California.
Rancho Cucamonga.
Oh, there you go.
Look at that.
Look at that pronunciation.
Linguist.
And basically, this book defines. This excerpt defines why it shouldn't be the world record currently. It was submitted. It wasn't like the score was fraudulent. It was just what it's being tracked under the current database is the
Yeah.
wrong settings.
Oh, was it not 2 witnesses? Is that what happened?
No, Nick, it's not that there's 2 witnesses. That the rules are different because the rules are actually listed right here. And then when you go to the Twin Galaxies database,
Different?
it's 10 seconds shorter.
Oh, that's weird.
Yep, it's 90 seconds per lap instead of 100 seconds per lap.
Oh.
So when you do the math,
Yeah.
because it's so many points for so far in pole position and how many cars you pass,
Yes.
most people, now I've not done the math, but the 81,870 is not possible
Oh, okay.
with 90 seconds per lap. But at 100,
It is.
it is possible. And right now, Mr. Jeff Peters' score is under the 90-second thing. So I think it's
okay.
legit. You guys can go look. I think the dispute is good. The score should be removed. Doesn't need to be stricken from the record. Just it needs to be under the appropriate.
It's just under the wrong.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, but yeah, because people have been fighting for second place. There's been a lot of scores, people inching up the score on second and third place for pole's position has actually been quite interesting to watch. Some of those submissions. But we didn't announce them as world records because they're technically not world records. We'll have to go back and if things do change. So I don't know if you guys have anything to say about that. You guys probably didn't know I was going to talk about that, but
You also found it. Like,
yeah.
it's pretty impressive. Man.
There's an assumption that it can be beat, though.
It can be beat.
There was a technique that was found out. Alistair himself.
No. Do we need
But
to,
what the technique is, because I promised I wouldn't,
Don't say.
is
no, don't give it away.
no way that they would have been able to figure that out, because this took months and actually digging into the game's code and stuff to find out.
Ah.
Does Ben Heck need to do an 11-part series to see if it's possible?
No,
Oh, okay. I was just wondering.
He might need 12 parts. Who knows?
Johnny Mac has come close to being it. If he keeps like going at it, history.
World record. So okay. So take a look at it. That's kind of some new stuff. It's my last topic that we skipped over. Oh, that's right. Yeah, let's no. I don't know how to do this. I think it's this one. Nope. It's Twin Galaxies car. Nope. There's the database right there. Yeah, I could have referenced this 3 minutes ago. There we go,
Oh,
folks.
that's right.
Make sure you guys vote on Tuesday for
Yes.
you guys in
Very
North
important, number
America.
6.
Proposal EMU. It's a fake proposal that
Very real.
I've posted on the Twin Galaxies database. Granted, the commissioner seems to be on board with changing something, but I'm whining because I think it doesn't make sense that
Yeah.
Arcade and MAME are separate platforms.
You've been
But
saying
when
this
you
for
do
years.
Super Nintendo and those are all, but actually Sean Me Showed had I had a very logical way to separate it. Whatever the original system is,
Yes.
then there's branches underneath that system. So for example, let's say Intellivision. Why did I pick Intellivision? Intellivision is the main platform, but under Intellivision there is original hardware, or flashback,
Yeah.
emulation. So then you click there, and then all the tracks are the same tracks amongst all three platforms. So if you're not willing to go buy an Intellivision, you can easily compare, flashback or playing it on a computer, etc. So we'll see. I had a lot of fun with that. People had some good discussions, but it makes it too hard, in my opinion, because people have been creating tracks just by putting EMU in the title of the track. That does not help a new user, because they might not know what that means.
Yeah.
I mean, most of us veterans, of course, we know what that means, but I think it needs to be a little bit more organized or a little bit more simpler. At least,
I think emulated and real hardware needs to be separated because it causes ESI issues.
that
If there wasn't ESI in the first place, then I would be all on board with combining them.
Yeah, some people, for example, me, I'm definitely would like to compete solely on the Sega Genesis. All right, so I'm not.
Since they implemented this system, the ESI system, now it becomes a problem. Implemented the ESI system, then it would never be a problem.
Well, it's a problem because of the ESI system, because people want to climb the correct leaderboards, but it's still a logical sorting issue, you know, because there has been a time where I went on Twin Galaxies, I looked for a score, yes. I saw the score, I'm like, oh, I think I can beat that. I went, I recorded it. Then when I came back to the Twin Galaxies website, I realized I was looking at the EMU track. Yeah. And then I went, and then I looked and found the original hardware track under the same platform category. I'm like, son of a gun. Oh, I can't beat that record. I was so bummed out. But just think if it's the reverse aspect. You think you got like the best record in the world, and then you realize, oh, I beat the emulation one. Oh, you know. You realize,
from a sorting issue, it is a problem. But I think that there's bigger problems now because of the ESI system being implemented.
But Glenn, you have to admit that any good gamer would buy every single platform available, including PALs. Otherwise, how could they have a high score?
Exactly.
No, I can't agree with that statement.
Of course you can't, because that's the biggest issue with that. Because it doesn't make sense. You play a game on whatever platform you want to play it on. You don't own all the platforms. You might, but you don't really want to encourage that sort of gaming. I don't feel.
I mean, if you really want a platform and compete for it, you go and do it. You know, that's how I feel, you know, no matter what the cost is, you know. Because what I do find funny sometimes is I know some games are very expensive because they're rare and people don't want to compete on them. But like, actually not on Twin Galaxies. I guess it's more speedrun community stuff. I've seen it on Facebook. Is I've seen people complain about like Nintendo 64 cost. Like, I don't know what they are going for today. I don't know. We didn't even sell yours, did we? So what'd you sell your Nintendo 64 for? $100?
Yeah, something like that.
Okay. So some people might think that's a lot.
I had the box too.
Yeah. Well, yeah. So I know collectors change things, but let's just use your example. Yeah. You sold your N64 with one controller in the original box.
I think I had a boxed controller also.
Okay, so two controllers. Okay. So I hear people will say whine, like on Facebook and group messages, like, well, I want to compete on something, but I don't want to spend all that money. But then I see them posting, oh, I just got the PlayStation 4. I'm like, no, I know. If anything costs less than the newest system, then it's still not expensive. Exactly. I mean, so if you really want to compete on it, it's like, I know you can't buy every single system. I know that's, some people can't afford that and stuff like that. But it's right. If you really want to do something, you will find a way.
You just drop $500 on the brand new Xbox, but $95 for Nintendo 64 is breaking the bank.
Yeah.
I don't know why, but it is.
It's still all fun and the same, but...
There's some good chat going on in the old chat box. Snowflake is practically agreeing with me and saying it happens on Atari skiing in particular. People play all the tracks twice.
Yep.
Meaning that they'll play on the real system and then play on EMU just to get the ESI up.
Right. So for something like pinball, so we could have we should combine all the pinballs too. So we can have FX3 and TPA on PlayStation 4, on Xbox, on iOS, on Android, on PC, just mush them all in. So everyone's got to buy a copy of TPA for all of those, and that would be good. See, that just doesn't make any sense to me. So
this is
same concept though with the other platforms. It's like, do I really buy a PAL system for Xbox? Do I really buy a PAL system for PS4, PS2, or PS1, or whatever? And it's just like it doesn't really make sense to me at all.
Yep.
This is what I would say. If you submit the same exact score or time on the emulated or in the Atari original hardware, you should only get ESI points for one of them.
That'd be fair. I'd be okay.
That's something that Gib Girl brought up months ago on TG, actually, what Glenn just mentioned.
Because at that point,
It's been talked about.
Because then whatever you're comfortable competing on, or what you have, let's put it that was whatever you have available.
Yeah.
It doesn't penalize you because you can still submit and still have a good time and still compete, but you're also not doubling up on the ESI because I mean that is something that is important to some people. I love the ESI equals PSI concept.
again, I have to reinstate this. If there was no ESI, this would not be a problem.
Yeah. Well,
Once.
it.
Whatever they have the easiest access to, and forget about it. They would not double dip.
Yeah. Yeah, there'd be less submissions, I'll tell you that.
Now you're double dipping.
There'd be less people playing on EMU than if there wasn't for ESI. Those submissions wouldn't be taking
Put
place.
the prestige out of the actual consoles.
Yep.
That's what pretty much do.
That's what kind of bums me out about it when I see that is like,
Maybe in the long run.
Yeah. well, yeah. I
Even
don't
though-
mind both, but it needs to be organized so I can
No, I
at least
agree.
separate it, you know. That's
Yeah.
like I'm glad no one on Sega Genesis started making EMU tracks. That seems pretty pure.
Yeah, I don't know. All 12 people that are still playing
Thank
it.
you,
know.
Nick.
The
You know
hell
what
out
to
of
say
Dave
before
Bully
Glenn
Cross
got there.
because he lets you know that he's always playing on real hardware whenever he streams.
Mm-hmm. There's a difference. There's a big difference in my opinion. So
No, I've seen it. You've shown me it. There is. I mean, crap. Just look at the
Emulation can be-
television one was astounding.
say no EMU right back here. Say no DOS box that ever
Did
wakes
go
back.
to sleep though. Oh, it's waking. Oh, it's angry. You must type a file name.
But there's a couple things going on. It's good. There's really not that much drama.
Ah.
Oh, you know what you gotta do? You gotta go down here. You gotta go down to Wolfenstein. Oh, I type a file name. What the heck?
Going on.
Oh, it's not good. What's this? Oh. Can I? Let's just do a restart.
There we go.
There we go. Yes, folks, that's what we're doing here in tonight's show. So,
All else fails, restart.
that's pretty much. Oh.
What? Right here.
Where's mouse? You know, this couch doesn't work with a mouse.
It never has.
No.
It has not stopped us from doing
Oh, let's take a look. Even though we started
Look at
this
that.
late, it's a bad run.
it. Yeah, that's the best speed run.
No, not the best speed run. 42 minutes, even though we've been on the air for over an hour.
Not quite an hour, actually.
Yeah, we did start a little bit
It
late.
was like 10:02, I think. So.
Yeah.
Not
Beep.
bad.
So thanks for all you guys joining us tonight.
Those?
I'm hoping there's more settled on the stream. Hopefully not just monthly, maybe bi-weekly,
Oh.
maybe weekly. But it is. Hey, there's a loss in adjudication in the chat. You guys
Oh,
should
is
take
there?
it. You guys should take
Oh,
a
look
look
at
at
that.
it. Yeah.
You know, Michael, Nick, now would be a good time to talk about your Patreon. And
We
to
will
perhaps-
wait on the Patreon.
Is that why I haven't received my CD yet? Because I donated.
I know you donated, but we've never withdrew any money from you yet. Maybe once I think we pulled it. We do have a Patreon. We appreciate all our Patreons. I think that's the right way you say it. I don't know.
Patrons.
Okay.
The Patreons.
Patrons. Whatever. you wanna
Patrons,
say.
yeah. We appreciate them. I know there's a couple donations. Our patrons, I don't know, pledges, right? Pledges, I think would be the best word to use.
Pledges.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you have it set up as a one-time.
Yeah. It's
On your
every time we
page.
release a monthly episode, and we were going to do it once a month. You guys can read about it. All those details are still true, except I haven't felt that we've provided the best entertainment worthy of your pledges. We appreciate them a lot, but I don't feel we've earned them. When we've earned them, well, I'll click it and take the money and help
When we
produce
feel like
the
we've
show.
earned it, we will
So
milk it.
maybe I'll do that more, but I definitely going to do some streaming. Me and Nick, a couple weekends ago, let us know what we've been doing or what I've been doing gaming.
See, mainly.
I've built 10 of these Windows 98 machines as my new hobby.
Fully functioning.
Yep. I got a new setup over here. I was going to start streaming it. Our old computer died, so I don't know if I'm ready to.
Of
but I am
course.
planning to do my stupid Star Wars Power Hour. I'm going to wear the
Oh,
TIE
nice.
Fighter helmet. I'm going to wear the jumpsuit. I'm going to wear the whole thing, and I'm going to start playing X-Wing on DOS.
The thing we started in July of 2016.
But I'm going to go through all the games.
Cool. That's
So I'm going to
awesome.
start with X-Wing, then TIE Fighter, then
X-Wing
versus TIE Fighter. We'll see how far it goes, but I'll be playing on this machine, and the thing is I got DOS to finally capture, so you guys can see it. Ooh, look at that. Ooh,
What are you
listen.
talking about? You couldn't capture off of a computer even as late as 2005. What are you talking about? Don't you remember? We were told that.
Yeah, we couldn't do that.
You
so.
couldn't do that.
Yeah, but I finally got it working, and that's what you guys saw earlier. Actually,
That
DOS.
is awesome, Mike.
Well, it is awesome, because if this doesn't do the same thing it did before.
No, it shouldn't.
Oh, yeah. You're like, why are you guys doing this right now?
Look at that, Mike.
Let's see if it works. Let's see if it works. Does it work? Yeah. DOS live capture.
Look at that, Mike.
We got a special converter in here, so it's gonna be a lot of
could've-
fun.
That'd have been wonderful last year.
Yeah, it would have been neat to have that. But
Whatever.
Hey, Mike, you should let me buy one of those Diablo playing machines off of you.
do you want one? How about I just send you one?
I want to play Diablo again. The first
Okay, you want
one.
you want me to send it to you? Say yes.
Yes.
Hit yes, too, Nick. Yeah. You hit yes.
Yes, and I will
Not
stream
music
it. I'll find a way to stream it.
Oh, sorry. That's all. Okay, we'll send one out. I get distracted.
Since Blitz won't
hilarious,
give me
Mike.
fucking Diablo 1.
Play some Diablo. You want to play it over the network? Oh, you know, I did want to talk about thinking about DOS
can.
and network. Our caretaker, owner of Twin Galaxies, and I don't know if any of you guys in the chat played it. I don't know if you guys are into Doom, but Jace Hall did a
Jace Hall.
There was a Doom challenge. It's called the Impossible Doom Challenge
Oh,
or whatever.
cool, yeah.
Jace Hall gave out $1,000 to
Nice.
4 people who tried to win through this ridiculous
A
level.
nightmare?
Oh no, it's a custom level, Nick. I'll
Oh,
show
it's
you.
a custom. Oh, cool.
I'll show it to you after our broadcast. It's
Is it impossible?
Oh, wow. It's not impossible.
Okay.
4 gamers were able to do it. It
Wow.
only took like 4 or 5 days, so people might say it's not that hard,
4 or
but
5 days.
you'll see.
That doesn't seem like-
So it was cool to see that. I was hoping we see some Twin Galaxies type of iteration. Because these are people playing Doom on new computers, networked over the internet. It's still Doom,
Yeah.
but it's custom levels
Okay.
and stuff.
Well,
like
that's kind
that.
of cool though. Whatever.
But it was
Like
cool.
Original Doom though.
Oh, it's
Okay,
original
I
Doom.
wasn't sure if it was the new one.
The skins are painted different, but it's the same game. I mean, it opens in DOS box,
Yeah,
but
yeah, yeah.
It's run off a different engine.
it is a different engine. Oh, okay. And it felt pretty darn good playing it. I mean, it didn't feel exactly like playing on this thing, but it was.
It's an
it felt
updated
good.
engine.
That's cool.
Would I need DOS for Warcraft 1? I think you can play that on a Windows 98 machine without going into DOS, but I do have a point of that.
I would just
Warcraft
not play
1. I want to play Diablo 1. I can't play those on my modern computer.
Okay, well, I'll ship you one out. And literally, I was actually asking my friend. Well, what we did, I built 10 machines and we had a networking party 2 weeks ago. We played Doom. We played Duke Nukem. It was really awesome. One of my
THC.
buddies took one of the machines, but I got a whole bunch of them.
Oh, really?
Mhm.
Oh,
Yeah, and
cool.
Steve took one.
would, I bet
Actually,
I figured.
our buddy Steve actually he
That's
took
awesome.
one, but he brought me another one. He's like, "Hey, this guy was throwing it out on
Fix
Facebook.
it.
Yeah, it needs a hard drive
Yeah.
and a sound card, but everything else,
Oh,
the video
okay.
card worked, and it's 1 gigahertz. Maybe I'll send Glenn that one. That
Nice,
one's a good
dude.
one too.
Oh, that's kind of cool.
So you might see more from us. You might not. It might just be once a month. I'm just being brutally honest with you, but that's it.
I think it's at this point they understand.
Oh,
It's November
oh,
of this
yeah.
year.
Yeah. Once the other computer broke, I was like,
I don't blame. I
I
can't
don't really
even
want to
believe you're-
stream at all anymore, but I put too much work into this. So, that's it. Until next time, either 1 week, 2 weeks, or 4 weeks. If we
Or-
don't see you in a month, Have a good Thanksgiving.
Happy New Year, you know.
Happy Happy Hanukkah.
Yeah.
So check out do some live adjudication in the chat. That's it. We have a hard edit.
No. See ya.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Well, we can do that.